Hello, this is Terrence Kruger of TSK Libertarian, and yeah, there's gonna be an epic showdown in the United States, broadcast worldwide, between Obama and Romney. And in reality, they're not that far apart because they're both are probably gonna spend more money on the military and more money on domestic spending. Sure, we need a military, but in reality, we don't need to be overseas all over the world, all over the globe, and doing all these um, foreign invasions, foreign this, or even foreign aid to that matter, but that's a different story. So there's an article by the CNN.com, one of the blogs, mentioned that Romney is actually fundraising more than Obama, which is, to me, is whatever, because they're basically the same thing. So there's, I mean, and apparently Obama has one of his lawyers to look into this and actually file a formal complaint to the Federal Election Commission Board, and just the works with that. But there is a third choice. There is a third choice in this race. His name is Gary Johnson. He is a two-term Republican. He was a two-term Republican governor in New Mexico. And New Mexico is largely a Democrat state, like 2-1 Democrats, 2 Republicans. So there was many more Democrats than Republicans, and he got a 2-term. He got it for 2 terms, and he was able to veto over 700 bills, I believe. Some of them were, very few of them were denied, but for the most part, he really hacked away of the New Mexico's government. He hacked away for his 2 terms. So yeah, and then he's the third choice in all of this hoopla over between Obama and Romney. I mean, there's not really a big difference between the two, but what Gary Johnson would do is bring the troops home from Afghanistan and Iraq, and probably just bring them all home all across the globe. And then he would probably end up tackling the domestic spending, and he'll probably hack away at that too. And he promises to propose a balanced budget amendment, an actual balanced budget. So instead of this whole 10-year or 5 years or whatever decade later, we'll eventually get a balanced budget. But after this mounting debt that is occurring, then we'll get a balanced budget amendment, and then we might have a surplus. And that surplus is going to go not towards the debt, which I doubt, between the two-party system. So Gary Johnson would be the best out of the three, but Gary Johnson's not even in the mainstream news, or as I like to call it, mainstream news. And yes, I'm getting the stuff from the lamestream news, because that's where I can get have an easy amount of access of data and information about the two candidates and about politics in general. But yeah, it's gonna be an epic showdown between two people. There's not gonna be really much of a difference between the two, but that's what we have. So vote not for the two-party system. Go toward, I would like to see 20% goes towards some third party this election. That's probably not going to happen, but it would be like, yes, to third parties in general. So in order to have a third party to be in the debates, they have to be polling at about 15%, I believe. I'm not quite, I mean, it's almost common knowledge in regards to third parties trying to get into the debates. And actually, any third party should have the right, I mean, it depends, the right, in quotation marks, to be in a debate, but that's up to the Democrats and the Republicans and the people who are hosting. I think it's more about the people who are hosting the event than the actual the Democrats and the Republicans. Let's just say ABC decides to put Gary Johnson in the debate, and well, if it's ABC, it's like, whoa, but they don't want to hurt their precious guy, Obama, or for that matter, Fox News doesn't want to hurt their precious guy, Mitt Romney. So that's the two choices that we are, as American electric, is being fed, and I refuse to eat that plate. So yeah, Obama versus Romney, and Gary Johnson is waiting on the sidelines. So yeah, have a nice day.